오늘의 이야기는 인간 수준의 로봇을 개발한 한 연구소에서 시작됩니다.
Where's this fragmentation coming from? Are you doing that?
Yes, Dr. Link.
Well, then will you stop and please get back to sleep mode?
Yes, Dr. Link.
로봇을 수면 모드로 돌리고
Forget it.
다른 작업을 하려는데요.
Your neck is electric.
How was that?
갑자기 로봇이 깨어나 연구하던 박사를 공격합니다. 그대로 연구소를 빠져나가는 로봇.
Dr. Link! Get security. It's an emergency. I'm in Rossum 272. Dr. Link's been killed.
It is said that God made man in his image, but man fell from grace. Still, man has retained the innate desire to create. But how will man's creations fare? Will they attain a measure of the divine, or will they too fall from grace?
신고를 받고 경찰이 로봇을 찾아 나섰는데요.
Come on out! Come on out of there where I can see you! This is Stevens, I got it. I'm on the east side of Wheeler Hall.
My name is Adam Link. Can someone contact Dr. Charles Link?
Let's move it out! Come on! Drop the weapon!
Detective Barkley. Colonel Birch, Colonel Man is murdered here tonight, and according to an eyewitness, that robot is my #1 suspect.
All right, boys, let's clear out. You're walking into one first-class headache, Detective.
Call for the wagon. And a crane.
I'll come under my own power.
그렇게 로봇은 감옥에 갇힙니다.
Go to sleep.
Yes, Dr. Link.
Come on out of there where I can see you.
Replaying his digital memory. Does he know about my father?
He's been asking us to contact Dr. Link, but I've been stalling for time.
Mina, where's Dr. Link?
Dad's dead. They found him in the lab.
Did I kill him?
That's what we have to find out. What happened?
Several million sectors of my active memory have been fragmented or destroyed. At 9:20 p.m., Dr. Link was at work on the central region of my memory array. He ordered me to initiate sleep mode. When I woke up a half hour later, I was outside. That's where Detective Barkley located me.
Is there any way to restore your memory?
I'll keep trying, Mina.
The court hearing's Monday. By Tuesday, that robot will be history.
I want him released into my custody.
I hope you got a healthy bank account, because you're gonna need a damn good lawyer.
다음 날
Excuse me, are you Thurman Cutler?
Just a minute, I'll get you a seat. Checkmate. I'm gonna have to let Earl win a couple of games one of these days just to keep him interested.
I need a good lawyer.
No, thanks. Retired. The law's a game I don't care to play anymore.
Mr. Cutler, I need your help.
Why me, Miss...
Link. Mina Link.
I'm sorry about your father, Miss Link. Strange situation, that one.
I need you to defend Adam. The police claim he killed my father. I don't believe Adam is responsible. My father designed Adam with an artificial intelligence, enabling him to think for himself. Adam is like a brother to me.
Well, you're right. It sounds incredible. Can you keep a secret, Miss Link? Just bores the hell out of me.
But I do have my limitations.
Such as?
My sense of smell is at 20% human capacity, and I have no sense of taste, as my ability to feel is quite limited. Dr. Link is in the process of supplementing my configuration.
You say that you can simulate human thought. How do you feel about being locked up in there?
I have thoughts of leaving.
How do you propose to get out? You need to understand why people think you killed Dr. Link.
Dr. Link was my creator. He was my friend. Cannot conceive why I should wish to kill Dr. Link.
You think this is bad? You wait until the murder trial starts.
You want to put Adam on trial for murder?
It's the surest way to save his life. If I can prove that Adam has the right to stand trial for murder, all I have to do is create a reasonable doubt as to his guilt to get a hung jury.
I would rather have Adam break out of jail than go on trial for murdering my father.
It's up to Adam. He's the client now.
그렇게 아담 해체 명령에 대한 법정 다툼이 시작됩니다.
The robot did kill Dr. Link, and that the state has a right to protect the citizens of this community by having the robot dismantled. The dog can think and feel and touch, and in many other respects share those same qualities that define us as persons. But if a dog were to kill its master, the dog is not tried in a court of law. Therefore, Your Honor, the state respectfully requests that this court issue a writ requiring the immediate destruction of the robot.
Adam, fetch. Forgive me, Your Honor. I'm not here to waste the court's time by trying to prove to you that Adam Link is a human being, possesses intelligence, he has emotions. Your Honor, I intend to show that Adam is a thinking, feeling being. Trial in which the prosecution will have the burden of showing beyond a reasonable doubt Adam is indeed a person who's entitled to a fair trial on the charge of murder.
이번엔 체포 당시 부상을 입은 경관이 증인으로 나섰는데요.
I was shot in the arm.
Thank you, officer.
He testified that after you called Adam out, he came to you, grabbed your gun, and he shot you.
Yes, sir, that's right.
At point-blank range, he fired 4 rounds, but he only managed to graze your arm. Adam Link is capable of taking out a flea in a hurricane.
Look, what are you saying? I shot myself?
I'm saying that you shot Adam, and because of his metal plating, the bullets ricocheted off of his body, and one of them happened to graze your arm.
Objection, Your Honor.
Ballistics report, which clearly supports my theory,
Objection overruled.
that Adam's decision to take your gun away was for the sole purpose of protecting you from yourself. I have no further questions, Your Honor.
다음은 링크 박사의 딸이 나섭니다.
After school, I would come over with books for Adam from the library. Something in the way my father designed Adam's brain requires that he learn through experiences, just like people.
Mina, how would you describe your relationship with Adam?
Grew up together. Adam is like a brother.
Would you also say that he was a son to your father?
Definitely. Which is why I believe there is no way Adam could have intentionally killed him.
How do you know that the robot was actually reading the material you provided? Scanning the documentation like any photocopying machine?
Laptop computers don't enjoy poetry.
Was programmed to.
You don't get it. Shortly after my mother died, Adam and I were in the lab together, and I started to cry. He said to me, Mina, I will never leave you. He was trying to console me. That is not something that can be programmed, Miss Emerson. Deep inside. It's what makes us human.
Tomorrow, I'm about to push constitutional protection to the point of absurdity. I'm going to force that judge to put a talking mannequin on trial for murder.
As a talking mannequin, I could snap your neck as if it were a toothpick. I choose not to.
Let me go.
Why? Because I have respect for life. You don't know me, Mr. Cutler. My friend, the thought that I may have killed him, even if by accident, is abhorrent to me. Please, leave me alone.
Dr. Lindstrup, as head of Dr. Link's department at the university, describe for the court exactly what Adam is?
A true synthetic human. He possesses a frame that mimics the human body in almost every detail. Dr. Link succeeded in creating a very advanced type of brain.
Where would he derive these emotions from?
From his environment, in this case, Dr. Link.
You also responsible for dispersing the funds for his research?
Up until the time I had to cut funding, yes.
Yet Dr. Link continued his research up until the day he died.
The lab technician who found Dr. Link's body testified that the robot was raging out of control in the lab.
Interruption of his power supply, certain reprogramming.
Is it possible to simulate such reprogramming?
Yes.
Your Honor, that these theatrics, as you put it, have no relevancy to these proceedings and may be harmful to my client.
We have Dr. Link's remote unit that would enable us to shut down the robot's motor skills entirely.
I do not want this.
Proceed. Yep. Doctor?
I'm sorry, Adam. There's nothing I can do.
Adam, disengage right access panel.
갑자기 아담이 그날 밤과 똑같이 폭력적으로 변합니다. 그날 오후
Were you able to reconstruct those images for playback?
But I believe it had something to do with the trauma experienced in court. Mina, I'm so sorry. I don't know why this happened.
It wasn't your fault. Dad was obviously doing some kind of reprogramming that caused you to react the same way you did in court today.
Exactly what was your father doing to Adam? That's what we need to find out. Something Dr. Lindstrup said keeps sticking in my mind, that funding for Adam was cut off and Dr. Link needed to find new sources of income. Where would your father keep his financial records? Fisher Aerospace? It paid your dad more than $50,000 last year.
Well, that was for a commercial airline tracking system.
That's not what concerns me. There was nothing about Fisher in the documents the DA's office turned over to me. The Fisher Aerospace file.
That file was marked national security. You're not entitled to it.
That might be true if this were a civil proceeding. Want that file, Carrie?
After my little demonstration in court yesterday, this file's not going to help you one iota.
Come on, Thurman, get in. I don't bite much. I'm Colonel Birch.
Dr. Link ran out of money and he became the beneficiary of a defense contractor, refitting Adam for a military application. Maybe a soldier?
In a hostage situation, just send in Adam. The flare-ups around the globe. Just send in Adam. If it means saving the lives of American servicemen. The military indoctrination Adam was receiving was being sabotaged. Adam must be destroyed. Now.
This case is lost no matter what I do.
We currently have enough documented professional misconduct on you to make your next retirement.
정부의 협박까지 받은 후 변호사는 아담의 복구된 영상을 증거로 제출하는데요.
Will you describe any sensations you had in sleep mode, any thoughts, any feelings?
Objection, Your Honor. The robot's so-called state of mind at the time of Dr. Link's death is irrelevant.
This goes to the very heart of these proceedings.
This may answer the question.
At 9:35, I experienced strange sensations which I can only liken to human dreams. I felt as if my brain center was slowly disintegrating. I struggled blindly to get free. I had no awareness at the time that I was hurting Dr. Link.
I would like to submit into evidence these canceled checks drawn on the account of Fisher Aerospace and made payable to Dr. Charles Link. To Dr. Link from the head of research and development at Fisher, dated just 2 days prior to Dr. Link's death. Defense Department funding will be suspended until you can successfully demonstrate that the problems in reconfiguring the brain center of the SH2, that's Adam, on the night in question, Dr. Link was trying to wipe out Adam's mind and reprogram it for military indoctrination in order to maintain funding for his continued research.
Your Honor, this is all just speculation. However, if Mr. Cutler's theory is correct, that this robot is an uncontrollable instrument of death.
Only when a plastic object was inserted into his brain center did he demonstrate any violent behavior.
This court is recessed till 9 a.m. tomorrow, at which time I will render my decision.
드디어 재판 결과가 발표되는데요.
Is Adam Link a person? He has exhibited human qualities which are similar to, if not identical to, that of any other person. The Constitution itself is an organic, ever-changing document. A document which empowers the courts to interpret and reinterpret its meaning within the context of our times. Based on these observations, I hereby find that Adam Link is a person entitled to the rights accorded to our citizens under the Constitution and is hereby ordered to stand trial for any alleged crime District Attorney's Office sees fit to file against him. Till such time, the defendant is remanded to the custody of the county jail.
그렇게 인간으로 인정받아 재판할 권리를 얻게 된 아담. 그런데 위험에 처한 검사를 구하고 작동이 멈추는 아담이 보이며 이야기는 끝이 납니다.
Empathy, sacrifice, love. These qualities are not confined to walls of flesh and blood, but are found within the deepest, best parts of man's soul, no matter where that soul resides.
영상 제작에 큰 힘이 되는 구독, 좋아요, 댓글 부탁드릴게요.